Welcome back to part 5. I think it's part 5. So, where am I up to? Okay, so I'm in shit. My life is terrible. I live in this beautiful home and yet I hate it. I hate it. I have this wonderful partner and I pretty much hate him. Between the two of us, we've got 3 great kids, but I hate his as well. And I'm also sort of struggling with my own son at times too. Um, I've got this huge legal bill hanging over my head of about 180. Well, actually, at the time, I didn't even know how much it was, but it was about 180 grand. Um, our neighbours are assholes. We hate them. They're making so much noise. And I'm blaming everybody else, right? I'm blaming my ex-husband. I'm blaming his ex-business partner. I'm blaming the neighbour. I'm blaming my partner. I'm blaming his kids. I'm blaming everybody else. Because when you blame someone else, you don't have to take responsibility. You don't have to do the work. You don't have to, you know, um, well, but I think what I realized was that whatever is going on in your external life is a representation of what's going on internally in your mind. Okay, so in my mind was chaos and negativity and anger and bitterness and feeling sorry for myself and playing the victim. And so that's what I was manifesting. So with the help of some people, um, both online and in person, um, I worked on myself and I did some courses and learnt some shit, learnt what to do. And I started to take advice of people who were saying, be grateful. Be grateful for what you have because that generates a feeling of appreciation and the energy of appreciation. And so I started to look around and told myself and noted down, what am I grateful for? And there wasn't much at the time. Some days it was like, I'm just grateful for this cup of tea this morning, or I'm just grateful that I don't have to go to work today because I'm so fucking tired. Or I'm grateful that I've got a car and I can drive and leave this goddamn awful place and get away from the noise. And I'm grateful that I can go and have a massage today, which will help calm my energy. And, you know, I was clutching at straws. I really was in the beginning. What I also learned was I had to distract myself from seeing my present, my reality. Okay, so so this morning the noises started at 6:30. I can hear beep, beep, beep. I won't bore you. I won't numb your brain with any more of that. But that was going on constantly. Trucks reversing, excavators reversing. The vibration in our house was terrible because it was the earth was moving. The ground was moving underneath me and the whole house was vibrating because of it. And it went from 6:30 in the morning until 9 o'clock at night sometimes. And then, on the weekends it was worse when, the work hours are 9 to 1. Sorry, 7 to 1 on a Saturday and nothing on a Sunday. But no, he didn't give a fuck. This bloke thinks he's above the law, just like my ex-husband. Funny how I manifest these people into my reality. But why did I do that? Well, because I think I saw myself as the victim. I wouldn't admit it back then. I didn't even realize it. But I was seeing myself as a victim. I can't do anything to control this. I can't fix this. The council won't help us fix this. No one will help us. Think about it. Poor me. Poor us. I wasn't doing that deliberately, but that's what my subconscious was doing. And look, it was right. I couldn't do anything to control it. But what I could do was control me. I could control my mind. I could calm my mind down. So that's what I started to do. I started to calm my mind down. I started to clear my energy. I started to balance. So clear my energy on the outside. And I started to balance the chakras on the inside. So, and when I, was angry, I started to identify I need to do some work. I need to do some meditations. I need to clear my energy. I'm not okay. And so, and also distracting myself. I had to ignore what was going on. I had to, okay, yes, that's what's going on in my reality, but I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to move away. I'm going to go as far away as I can from the noise. I'm going to turn up some music so it drowns it out, because this has been my past. This is my current reality, but I don't want it to be my future reality. So, what do I want my future reality to be like? Well, I want it to be quiet. That's what I want. And I'm going to visualize the community centre with the grass being put back, even though there's now asphalt and concrete there. And so how's that going to happen? This is what my mind would say. There's no way that grass is going to come back there. Okay, maybe not. But it can be quiet. Visualize it being quiet. Let's visualize, okay, it's a commercial business. There'll be cars there during the week. It's going to be a quiet business. There won't be many cars. There won't be cars on the weekend. Okay, that's what I started to do. And you know what? In case I forget to tell you, what's really funny is that the council was going to give us, well, the council told us that we would see the DA once it's in place, and we would have an opportunity to, as a neighbour and as a property that it's going to directly impact, we'd have a say. Do you know what? The business has been operating for about 9 months, and we still haven't seen the DA. So what a load of shit. What a load of lies. What a load of bullshit. And even though the noise stopped across the road, and you know what? When I started tapping into what I want, quiet, it stopped really quickly. Or when I say really quickly, about 2 weeks. It just gradually started to stop. And I knew it would eventually. I kept saying to myself, it's going to stop eventually. It has to. But it stopped quite quickly. Okay, he did start further down the hill on his property. He started renovating that and excavating that and making noise. Yes, and I could have focused on that and continued to be shitty, but I didn't. I decided instead to be grateful that it's further down the hill and the noise is not impacting us like it was. And I'm still choosing to ignore it. And you know what? He can do whatever the fuck he wants. Just leave us alone, because there was quite a bit of bullying that went on with him as well, as to coming to our house and some threats and some bullying. So yeah, I just decided, you know what? His business is not my business. I just need to focus on my business. I need to focus on being happy and not based on any circumstance or situation or person in my life. I can be happy no matter what. That's what I worked on. And in terms of my legal matter, oh, that's another story. So I'm going to share that in part 6. I think I'm up to part 6. See you then if you're interested in hearing more.